As we keep saying, our John Carl really is a Sherlock Holmes of waste in Washington, squandering of taxpayer dollars. And with all the talk now about Washington cutting key programs, even education, he decided to ask, why don't they start with the waste you can see?
Now this is waste. Today, a congressional committee held a hearing in the midst of a cold, cavernous government building that has been vacant for more than a decade.
We've passed laws, several laws. We've passed specific laws to do this, and we're still sitting here in an empty, vacant building.
The government loses more than $6.5 million every year on this building, yet it's some of the most valuable real estate in all of Washington. We are on Pennsylvania Avenue, just 4 blocks from the White House.
So now Republicans are saying they want to slice $1.7 billion out of the government's building budget. And they're promising other cuts, ending President Obama's high-speed rail program, gutting the Environmental Protection Agency, and even cutting $74 million from the FBI's budget.
We're broke. Let's be honest with ourselves.
But so far, Republicans are leaving some real expensive sacred cows untouched. There's more than $25 billion spent on ethanol subsidies that neither help the environment nor save energy. $6.2 billion in tax credits for oil and gas companies flushing record profits. And $3.5 billion for an extra engine for the F-35 fighter jet the Pentagon doesn't want. Part of the engine is made in Republican leader Eric Cantor's district, another near John Boehner's.
Why is there nothing in here about cutting funding for the extra engine for the F-35, for example? I mean, isn't this a no-brainer? The Pentagon says they don't want it.
I'm sure we're going to see this bill soon and all the details that come with it.
Another no-brainer, ethanol subsidies. $6 billion a year. It's not even talked about in any of the stuff that you guys have put out.
Some of the things that you're mentioning are not in the discretionary spending pot.
But shouldn't they be considered for cuts?
I would remind you that we've been in the majority now 5 weeks.
If you add up just those 3 examples that I mentioned, the ethanol subsidies, the oil and gas tax credits, that extra engine, it ends up about $35 billion in savings over the next 5 years. And that's just 3 programs, Diane. What they have in common is they are not on any of the Republican lists of cuts, and they all have strong supporters in Congress.
Okay, John, hang in there and keep it coming.